As you're doing more online meetings and doing perhaps more video recordings, you may be thinking, how can I improve my video setup? Got some questions lately about how I've made my video setup better here for this crisp video, so I thought I'd share a few insights. What you're going to need to have a really good video picture for any online meeting is three things: great light source, a solid camera, and great lenses on that camera. The glass matters a lot. What you're seeing me on right now is a camera called the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K, which is a bit overkill if you're just doing online meetings, but this camera features a full-size EF Canon lens mount. So if you have a bunch of Canon lenses, they snap directly onto this, and it's got a big sensor, which means that you get very shallow depth of field, which gives us those nice blurred backgrounds. Attached to the camera here, we've got a Rokin 24mm 1.4 f-stop lens, which is a lot of numbers, which just means that it lets in a lot of light, and it lets you have the camera very close to you while still seeing a lot of the room and getting that blurry background. Lighting the scene here, we've got a couple of Elgato key lights, and key lights just mean the light that lights my face. The Elgato lights are really nice because they're very compact. They put out a great soft light, and you don't require a bunch of stands and big soft boxes and all kinds of complicated equipment. You just plug them in, and you can actually turn them on and off directly from your computer, which is pretty cool. To connect the camera to the laptop, we've got an Elgato Camlink 4K, which a lot of people are using now to take that HDMI signal out of a camera and pump it directly into the computer or whatever program you're using to use it as a webcam. The Pocket Cinema cameras are great because they have something called a clean HDMI output, which means you don't have to remove those autofocus boxes or other information. It just puts out pure clean signal straight to the laptop. There are other camera options, of course. You don't need a Pocket Cinema camera 6K for everything. There's a 4K version of this camera, which has the smaller lens mount from Canon. So if you have some of the EOS lenses and you don't need the full-size sensor, then that's about half the price of the 6K. Mirrorless cameras are another popular option, like the Sony a6000, or I had laying around in a drawer a Canon EOS M50 camera. And if I went over to that camera now, you can see that the quality's not that bad. The quality is relatively similar. We don't have quite as much control over the color, so the color looks a little bit different. On the cinema cameras, we can use things called LUTs, lookup tables, which control very finely the color of the image, but a huge upgrade from standard webcams. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight into what you're going to need for your own setup as you begin upgrading from that built-in webcam to something a little bit nicer, and I hope you have great video for all of your future meetings. Thanks.